Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
It's your man, Goose Thomas. What it is, people?
We got Mr. Bill Blockham Logan in the building, man. We appreciate everybody chiming in. Let the Ball Bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Also every Saturday at 2 p.m., man. Pacific Coast time, man. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. And we give you real life, too, man. This is what we do, man. Should not have to tell you guys how we operate, man. The fact that we are here at the operating table every day lets you know that we got 3 doctors that are ready to put their job on the line to save lives.
Surgical. Scalpel.
We're going to talk about football. We're going to talk about baseball. We're going to talk about the combine.
I'm surgical with this thing. Scalpel. Saw.
I'm surgical with this thing.
You have potential.
Look.
Come on, man. We appreciate you guys, man, giving us a little bit of time, man, on your Tuesday night, man. Make sure you follow us also on Saturday at 2 p.m., man. We go on Saturdays at 2 p.m. for about 5 years now. It's a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a second.
It's been a while.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
I mean, download the Gorilla Cross app on your phone, man.
Please do.
Follow Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. Follow Girl Chat Sports. Follow Unnamed Sports. Follow the
Black in Sports.
Yeah, Black in Sports. Follow Two Pole Sports. If there was ever such thing as Two Pole Sports out there, man. And then also take a moment to share the actual live feed right now.
Share the live feed, folks.
Share the live feed right now, man. Please. We got a lot to say. We got a lot of controversial topics.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to actually start the show. It was about to be a controversial topic. Let me go ahead and throw this out there. Let me go ahead and throw this out there. Follow Let the Ball Bounce on IG. Follow Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook, where we got the hottest sports talk page in the land. Follow Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter, and that's with one T. If you want to be a sponsor of Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, please do so. Share the live feed, man. I'm giving you guys more time than usual to actually share this thing that's going on.
Get on.
This thing. Look, man, right before we came on, man, we're talking football, man, and the hype surrounding Tom Brady. Right now we're talking about football. The hype surrounding Tom Brady, the hype surrounding certain quarterbacks and free agents that have been traded or will be traded or will be having new homes here in the NFL. And I am going on record today. What's today's date? Let me see.
The third.
The 3rd of March.
3/3/20.
3/3/20. It is no reason, or everyone should know how I feel about Ben Roethlisberger as my quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming off an injury, Tommy John surgery.
It's pretty bad.
First off, bros, coming off an injury like that, with a quarterback that throws as much as he does throughout the years, having the receivers that he did have in Sanders, Brown, Holmes, Juju, just being able to just continue to Wallace, all of these speedsters that, run all of these routes. It's going to be hard for him to actually come back and just be that guy. Am I looking forward to him coming back? Hell yes. Because I think he's done a lot better job than Landry Jones did over in
Laundry.
Remember,
he threw 3 picks in the first half.
Dude, remember when he played for the Steelers?
Make this up. Bro.
Remember when he played for the Steelers? I was like, you know what, man? This is sad.
Rap. Complete trash rap.
Laundry.
Sad. Just sad.
He threw another 3 You can't make it up. Like
Laundry Jones.
I'm not telling y'all nothing that I'm just fantasizing about or that I just I wonder what Landry Jones. No, I'm telling you what he's gonna do, and he's actually going out and performing.
Laundry Jones.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Tom Brady is being rumored to go to
A plethora of places.
a plethora of places, but a couple of places. This one particular place, and we're talking about the 49ers right now, popped up within the past couple of days.
Actually, I just saw it today.
Right?
Wanting to do a swap.
Yeah, just,
swap.
a swap. And I'm going on record 3-3-2020 of saying that if Tom Brady was to go to the Steelers, that I'd play him right now over Ben Roethlisberger.
That's tough.
Right now.
That's a tough one.
What we know,
He gives us a better chance to win.
and his elbow is healthy.
Would you give
Remains to be seen.
Would you give him 35
Give me a
million?
season.
No, I'm talking
That's-
about. No,
Well,
I'm
you know the Steelers ain't giving them 5.
See,
I'm talking about Tom Brady's health. Elbow is healthy.
this is what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Ben's not.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ben is throwing tennis balls like this.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, he was throwing the football. I mean, it was with ease, but he was getting
It
air under
wasn't
it.
Ben Roethlisberger
No,
of the strength.
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But that's my. I think that's my point of argument. Would you be willing to pay him what he's asking for?
Well, we know Pittsburgh Steelers don't pay. So, no.
They paid Ben.
Well, they did that because
Yeah, they did
he'll be
he
requiring
was
about
pretty good at the
70 million over the next 2 seasons.
Pittsburgh Steelers didn't even want to give Le'Veon Bell money, man.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely not. Steelers we are about to put a franchise tag on my guy,
Bud.
Bud Dupree,
It's tough.
They don't want
who
to
is a great compliment to JJ over there. Not JJ, but TJ.
TJ. Mm-hmm.
But they don't want to pay.
Well, we about to put a franchise on Eric Armstead. I mean, it's just. I think it's the timing of it all. Now with Le'Veon Bell, they just didn't want to pay him because he's a running back. They just didn't want to pay him. But when you're looking at timing of these contracts, I think the reason why we end up franchising Eric Armstead and chime in if you will, Quan, on this. I think the reason why is because we're gonna have other defensive players to play. We wanna get Sherm out of there, let him play because he got one more season left, right? So move him to free safety where he belongs because he can't cover nobody no more. Put him at safety.
Yikes.
He can't. It was
Just
proven.
fine. I mean,
It was proven. It was proven.
He's
He
older.
can't.
Run a nickel.
And which is fine. Put him in the back, way back.
That's tragic.
And-
back.
Exactly. Berman style.
The fall from grace.
But
Yikes.
let those contracts move out, and then you pay Eric Armstead after the 1 year tag because that 1 year tag is worth like $17 million.
Man,
And I'm not sure what it is for linebackers.
I'll find
if
it
the
up.
league doesn't, I mean, if the NFLPA does not vote to get rid of the franchise tag,
Man, please.
Because they can do it up to 3 years,
Bro,
bro.
that is
That sucks.
and
bro.
that is what Le'Veon Bell thing was, man. Is you're not gonna keep franchise tagging me every single year, bros, and then taking some of my best years in football on a franchise tag. Come
Bro,
on, dude.
That sucks, man.
But you gave Matthew Stafford money though.
Well, we know quarterbacks gonna get the bread, bro. That's just
Yeah,
what
but
it
they
is.
give terrible quarterbacks the bread.
Non-winning quarterbacks, I should say.
Yeah,
I mean, Matt
Not
Stafford's not
proven.
he's not a terrible quarterback. He just hasn't proven
how many playoff
win.
games he won?
he hasn't won any.
Yikes.
What the one? No, he did win one. No, he
Whoa,
didn't.
whoa,
no, he didn't.
whoa,
No, he didn't.
oh, okay.
No, he didn't. He didn't win that game. Ha! They were probably supposed to win,
Yeah,
but they didn't win that game.
they'll say he should have won
He probably should have, but
when
they
he
didn't.
when he hit our linebacker in the back on that one pass, and they say it was pass interference.
Yeah.
But he threw it. It hit his jersey.
Well, I guess the argument started because right now, I would take Tom Brady over Garoppolo right now.
No, bro. I'm not taking 2 years over 10. I'm just not doing that, bro. That's not even logical. 2 years over 10?
I'm not talking about the money. I'm talking about just quarterback skill right now.
Longevity, bro. Like being able to be available.
Give me 2 years out of Brady, and Garoppolo can go play for the Anaheim Ducks.
But the your longevity argument is, hoping.
No, it's not even a hope thing. It's just at face value. One dude is 28, another dude is old enough to be his dad. I can't.
What that mean?
But if Brady comes there and you guys actually win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years,
was it worth it?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be.
Well, that's another if. That's an if.
And the longevity is an if.
Yeah, that's an if too. That's an if too, because you may not be with Garoppolo after 5.
At face value, that's not an if. That's a is. Like, he's 28. That is. Like, the only thing that can stop him is a catastrophic injury. He's already
He's already torn his ACL.
Which
he's already had one.
Brady did the same thing, and he turned out just fine. Tore his ACL. First play of the game in season opener.
Yeah, but Garoppolo ain't Brady.
No, I'm not comparing the two. I'm not doing that. I'm looking at face value, 28, 42.
Of course, the age.
That's all I'm going off of.
The age, you say age, you look at the age, yeah, okay.
That's it.
But as far as experienced quarterback,
that's a no-brainer. That's a
probably
no-brainer.
win you guys a championship in the next 2 years.
And we haven't seen him in another system either. We've now seen Garoppolo in 2 different systems. So I don't know, man. I just can't. Looking at their ages, I can't do that. I can't.
Interesting.
And I show Brady love, bro. I done put him above Joe Montana, so it ain't like I don't show him no love.
And we've seen Joe Montana in another system.
Yes,
he was highly successful.
I put Brady above Joe Montana, and you know how difficult that was for me to do that. But just looking at them.
What's the argument for the reasoning why Brady is wanting to leave New England? It's because of his weapons. Mm-hmm. Well, he has the weapons.
Oh, he would get them.
He has the weapons there.
He would definitely get the running game for sure.
You got three running backs. You got 3 running backs. You got a defense.
Well, he always had the defense.
You got pretty you got a great tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
who we got to pay too.
Hey,
got to pay that guy.
That's all he wants is some weapons.
I don't know, man. I just not at face value. Bro.
I'm taking Tom Brady.
Bro. I can't.
I'm taking Tom Brady.
Not at face value. Garoppolo is going to get better. Tom Brady is who he is.
Now, is that an if?
Right now, not necessarily. He showed you,
or has he shown you, or has he tapped out on his quarterback potential?
I don't think so. I just think at this point, at this juncture, it's about decision making. It's about just making better decisions with the football.
And over the course of time,
that's it. That's all that is. It ain't about mechanics or being able to read and being able to go through progressions. That it's not even about that, because we've seen him be able to do that part. It's about just making sound decisions with the football at the right time.
Game time decisions with the game on the line, learning how to manage and navigate your way through a win. I'm taking Tom Brady all day.
And these are things that we all talked about during the course of the season, which gave me cause to pause during the season. And I was convinced by my compadres to relax.
Would Tom have not seen your tight end wide open?
Oh.
He probably would have.
Oh.
Look, he was missed several times. It just wasn't once. I counted 3 myself. It was probably more than that.
That one time was crucial.
Yeah.
It was, all of them were crucial if you ask me, because it all led up to one thing.
Yeah.
A loss.
Yikes.
So all of them were crucial. I can't put one above the other. And we talking about 3rd and shorts though, where Kittle is at the sticks, bro. These things happen, and this is exactly what I was talking about. That type of stuff, You look at film, you make adjustments. You get better at that type of stuff. It's not about it's not a mechanics thing with him.
No, it's a decision making thing.
Just
which I'm saying Tom Brady would have made the right decision.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, he would have.
Here you go, Kittle. Here you go, Kittle.
We're not here to argue that.
Oh, what about Sanders? Would Tom Brady have been able to complete?
No.
I think that he would have been able to complete the pass to Sanders down the field.
Nope.
No? Nobody could have made that play.
Not him.
Okay, not him.
His arm right at this stage, Garoppolo has a stronger arm.
It was just a 40-yard pass. Sure he could have. Sure he could have.
I think it might have been a little longer than that, Bill.
Sure he could.
It was a little longer than that, Bill.
Let's pick that up.
It was a little longer than that.
How long was that pass?
That pass was a little longer than that, G. It was.
I thought it was about a 40-yarder.
Yeah,
it may have been a little
43.
Look at you.
You know what I'm saying? That extra 3 yards means something to a person with speed.
I mean, be faster.
He said be faster.
We blame it's the receiver fault.
Be faster.
He threw it in the end zone.
He overthrew him, bro.
Should have been in the end zone.
I can't even front on that. He overthrew him.
No, that was the game right
By
there.
10 yards,
That was
though.
the game.
He,
No question.
Yeah.
he did choke according to that play. He choked.
Despite everything
everything
that
else.
happened prior. That was
That was the game
And
winner.
you
right there.
still
I
don't
agree.
and you still don't think
I
that
agree.
Tom Brady would have been able to make that pass.
Maybe
Complete that
not.
pass. I think he would have.
sounds good, but
How come? He's done
His
it before.
arm is not washed.
and I really
Nah,
think
he ain't got a
I really
washed
think that
arm.
throw
No,
was much
his arm
farther
is
than
not
43
washed.
yards. Was farther than 43 yards.
Let's look that up.
Let's take a gander. Yeah,
look that up.
YouTube that one. YouTube that one, bro. Please.
You have potential. Look, man.
Wasn't here
That sign wasn't there when I.
You know over in France.
Oh man.
diet.
Man, please.
Oh man.
I don't know. I
It's
feel
tough. Man.
I think that if any team has a potential to add a Tom Brady to their team, and I'm gonna make a similar comparison. Jump there, and I'm gonna jump back to this football. You know, when LeBron James left Cleveland, a lot of people were giving him that old man, washed up, too old. We need to keep our youngsters, and
I'm not sure why though.
That was
we were getting it.
That was a 45-yard incomplete.
oh,
Hey,
45 yard.
He was at the 50,
and he threw a 50 yard.
and he threw it
he threw a
to
50
the
yard.
10.
50 yard.
Tom Brady can't throw 50 no more.
Yes. Yes.
Ask the question another way too, though. If you're Tom Brady and you're looking at where can I go to have nice weather, to help my old bones, and to win a Super Bowl,
L.A.
in his eyes, if he had the opportunity to go to San Francisco, you jump on that right away, don't you?
Yeah, because San Francisco is his childhood. He wanted to play for the 49ers.
And they have a complete squad already.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, they
They
ready,
do.
ready.
They ready,
Wow.
ready.
Would you, as a 49er GM, pull that trigger for 2 years?
Can't do it. Can't do it.
I can't, bro. I can't because
If they went to the NFC Championship,
Oh, my God.
if they went to the NFC Championship and Garoppolo choked and couldn't get them over that hump, I would say so. But they were right there. Garoppolo's going to grow from this. That was his first full season in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think he'll
As a
grow
starter,
from this.
yeah.
So you can't just throw him to the wayside and say like, "Well, you messed up
Right.
a couple plays, and so we're done with you."
even though it was a big mess up, like it was a big.
I mean, it was, but there was a lot of other things.
Yeah,
It's
a
not.
lot of
It
other
doesn't
things
fall
that
just on him.
Absolutely.
It doesn't.
And so for that fact, knowing they were right there, and they have an opportunity to bring pretty much the same team back to try again,
Right.
you got to do that because, like Goose said, you got 8 to 10 years of Garoppolo compared to
8
maybe
to
2,
10.
maybe 2.
That's a long
I'll
time.
I'll even give him till his mid-30s. I'll give him the 35.
35.
He's
35.
28.
That's still
I'm
7 years.
Still getting more time out of him than I am Tom Brady.
And Tom Brady is at that age where obviously he's been playing great. I mean,
Yes, I can't. I'm not
he's
gonna
40.
take nothing from
He's
him.
42.
Tom like
42.
He wants to play till he's 45.
Drink some kale
Younger than me.
But at the
smoothies.
same time, obviously with any quarterback, you get hit. You take one bad
He's
hit.
taking care of himself. Drinking those kale smoothies.
But you take one bad hit, at that age, you're done.
Well, let me tell you this, man. LeBron got the same type of treatment coming over to L.A., man. I don't know if it was just L.A. fans who just didn't want him there at the time, but
some L.A. fans.
There was a lot of negativity.
I don't even think it was L.A. fans, bro. It was fans that claimed that they're Los Angeles Laker fans.
Still, right now.
And just don't understand what's going on.
Ask Stuart Bonner now.
Dude, the Los Angeles Lakers are in first place, bro. First.
So
6 games ahead of the Clippers, who was supposed to be light years ahead.
Bros, when I make that comparison, I bring it up. I bring it because it was the same. We were hearing a lot of chatter of he's too old. We want to keep our youngsters. We need to keep Lonzo Ball. We need to keep Brandon Ingram. We need to keep Larry Nance. We need to keep all of these guys because we are a young team and I want them to grow together. They got at least another 5 to 8 years to grow together.
And that was a narrative.
That was the narrative.
But when the narrative and the realization came when LeBron wanted to come to L.A., okay, I'm going to try 1 year with these youngsters. And after that,
he was not trying a year with the youngsters. He knew what was up. LeBron's never went to a team
no, not for one.
To be with the youngsters. He knew he knew there was a lot of opportunity there to grow this team, and that's what he did.
It's one of the biggest markets in basketball. Okay. All right, let's just keep it 1,000. Yep. And he really believed what Magic was selling at the time. Because don't get it twisted, Magic was a huge reason that LeBron came over there. Now we'll talk about basketball in a minute, but I wanted to bring the same comparison. So now to your point, Lakers are number 1 in the Western Conference because of an old guy who was supposed to be washed up.
Old head.
That is in the conversation with a 20-something-year-old for MVP.
I don't understand.
You don't.
And his man is 35 years old.
I don't get it.
I'm just saying. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
And your man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham, Logan. Caller. What's your name? What is your question?
Dre, so I see you got Jim Rome in the background, got jokes being Quan. So
Jim Rome,
this is
that's
Mondo.
a good one.
Jim Rome.
So
I'll take it,
Chrissy.
I'll take it, Chrissy.
So, well, that's all right, Megan McCain. That's all right. Anyway.
These dudes right here is going in, huh?
Hey, man.
Let's have a roasting session. All right, let's go.
Yeah, we could do that. I got jokes for days.
All right, go ahead, Grimace.
Real talk. I guess I am just a little shocked hearing Dre, and really all of you all are forgetting one major factor that comes into play, especially with Tom Brady, that I don't think that you can really put in the equation with Garoppolo or others. Number one is, if you have a line that protects you, you're going to stay quite healthy. And for the most part, for most of his career, Tom Brady has had a line that has kept him very well protected, which has extended that longevity. Sure. Put him in another system like the Steelers with no line. Hate to tell you, but I don't know. Will he perform the same? Not so probable, not likely. If he goes to a West Coast offense like out in San Francisco, will he perform? I think it's more likely you'll see him go to L.A., highly unlikely he would go to San Francisco, but I do agree with Goose's assessment. Yeah, you get 2 years from him, but people like winners, and when you're not winning, people do like winners. And the thing is, are you going to be able to protect a Tom Brady?
Because we have had problems.
Really
we have had problems pass blocking, bro. Look, I'm a big fan of my team.
But the Steelers have more problems than that.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
No doubt. But I'm saying we have, because we've had problems, particularly at the left tackle spot, staying healthy with Staley. It's been particular at that spot, which is the spot that Tom Brady needs to stay upright. This has been an issue, bro. This is not something I'm making up.
The draft is coming up.
It is.
Free agency is coming up.
It is.
Address it.
It is, and it will be.
Okay.
It will.
Okay.
If he goes to a San Francisco, I don't think it's totally a bad move, but are they willing to take one of their players that, like I think Quan just pointed out, to the NFC Championship, correction, to the Super Bowl period, and are they willing to replace him with that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but LA also on the cusp of that great push, a young team with great momentum.
Yeah.
They're potentially a threat. I think you're seeing somebody that can really push him. I don't see him staying in the same conference as the AFC, but I think Tom's ready to leave New England. I don't see him staying there. I think it's time to move on. I think it is.
I think if Tom does not, personally, I don't think Tom's gonna play for any other team.
I don't see it. I don't see him going anywhere, bro.
I don't see him going
I've held
nowhere,
steady
bro.
to that.
What about that? Him and Julian Edelman was at a game.
Yeah. I mean,
And he was,
yeah.
saying, no, Tom don't leave, and Tom was
Right,
like, I'm
right.
leaving.
Mm.
I mean, so
Well, I didn't see his reaction.
yeah, they was talking about it. They said
Mhm.
his
Oh,
reaction.
you're talking about the Julian Edelman?
Yeah.
They said his reaction was,
Well,
yeah, I'm not coming
He
back.
kind of mouthed it. It was kind of like, really, what are you talking about? It was quite interesting. That was all over TMZ. I don't know that
I can't
put
see him playing anywhere else.
Yeah, like it's just hard to fathom.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I would see him just staying a Patriot and just retiring, but I don't know.
Yeah, man.
He wants to win,
Yeah.
and with the weapons that he's had, he can't win. With those.
Well, honestly, bro, and let's keep it a buck. The only thing he was missing this year was Gronk.
That's it.
That's all he was missing. They had the same dudes. These the same guys, bro.
That just won a chip.
That just won a chip. These the same dudes.
Hey, Goose, I wanted to.
and
Gronk.
Eric Ebron is a free agent.
That ain't Gronk though. I like Eric Ebron, but that ain't Gronk.
But
Hey, Goose, I got
it's
a
better than what you
curveball
had.
for you though.
Yeah. I'm listening.
I got a curveball for you. So, since your team is San Francisco, mine is Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I quite frankly see Green Bay also bringing in somebody else, because just like they did, they have a history of doing that. Same thing like they did with Brett Favre when you brought a young start like Aaron Rodgers coming in. That 2007 Green Bay team, which was an excellent squad, really you had Aaron Rodgers build off of that team, and when he went to the Jets. I also see the same thing happening with Aaron Rodgers, because quite frankly, he's getting up there too.
Wow.
And much as I like
36.
Aaron Rodgers,
37.
I think you also got to look at some young guns to start coming in.
Interesting.
I see Aaron Rodgers being there another 5 years.
But I think what Armando's saying is he's getting up in age.
Yeah, and
so
they need to
it's
bring
time
somebody in for the
right.
maturation process.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, who's that guy though? Who are they going to bring in for that?
I mean,
Cam
is it
Newton?
Is it somebody out of this draft class?
Cam Newton?
Well, yeah, Cam Newton, that'd be a great move, because Cam has been playing hurt the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And I think he needs some change of scenery,
That
because
kid,
Cam is, quite frankly, really not resting and been playing injured.
that kid who's jumped on the scene. What's his name? At the combine.
As long as we don't bring in anybody like Tim Tebow,
the kid
I'm
from
okay.
Utah State.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jordan.
Jordan Love.
He nice, bro.
Yeah,
maybe.
He
That
is
might be
nice,
somebody
bro.
because he's jumped up on a lot
He
of
is
boards,
super nice, bro.
but who's gonna take it?
They could possibly scoop him up second round.
Mhm.
You know
I
what?
don't think
Another
he was on
possibility
the
is Lamar. Lamar, I think when his rookie contract goes up, I see him going elsewhere to pastures as well. Lamar's stock will rise.
So you think Baltimore will not throw him the bag
Well,
back
they
for him
finna
to say
throw him
no?
the Brinks truck. G.
Hey,
Yes.
money talks, and
And a
everything
lot of
else
people-
walks,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
And a lot of people said they were pleasantly surprised with Jalen Hurts. at the combine.
I didn't see the issue with him to begin with.
Why Jalen Hurts couldn't go to Green Bay
That's what I'm saying. They said he was making all
or
the throws.
Chicago?
Well,
He's making all the throws.
yeah.
You know,
I saw a little
you
bit of
already
his
know how
workout.
athletic he is.
So who is Bill's team?
You already know Bill is a Cowboy fan.
He's
Don't
a
ask
Cowboy
that.
fan, man.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Oh, you poor soul.
Yikes!
My
You
soul
were
is fine,
banking on
sir.
Jack Ramsey and that $90 million contract.
My soul is
My
fine,
soul is
sir.
fine, sir.
My soul is pure, sir.
It's pure. You see this water?
No, you could,
You see this
you
water?
could-
It's
you
pure,
could do
sir.
worse. You could do worse with the terrible towel I'm going to give to Dre, since
Stop
could do worse.
Stop it, bro.
Oh man, shout out,
I'm looking at you.
shout out my guy Chris
Dre.
Moten Jackson, man.
Dre, look how I'm looking at you.
He says challenge Aaron Rodgers in 2 seasons and bring in Teddy Bridgewater. While I would agree with that, C-Mo, it would be another thing if Teddy Bridgewater was a little bit earlier in his career.
Because he's 28 too, right?
Yeah,
I think he's
like
28. Yeah.
Bridgewater ready to start right now. He ready to run a squad, bro. And somebody is
Teddy.
gonna throw the bag at him. Somebody gonna give him the Brinks truck, bro. I'm thinking Miami might do it.
Teddy was the
If I
truth
was
in
him, I
Minnesota,
would
bro.
not go to
I'm
Miami.
not going to Miami, bro. It's too much cocaine in Miami. It's too much, bro.
That may
too
be a
much.
bad thing for me,
too
but it
much.
may not be a bad thing for her, looking boy. Shouts out to Miami.
Armando, man, we sure enough appreciate you, homeboy, man.
All right, everybody,
good
y'all have a
call,
good night.
bro.
You know it,
Excellent,
G.
bro.
All right.
Appreciate you,
Armando,
bro.
man.
Armando, man.
I mean, but there's so
Gainesville.
many scenarios out there with all these quarterbacks.
Yeah,
It's
bunch.
Your boy Phillip Rivers is out there.
he needs to retire.
I think he needs to shut it down.
Yeah.
He that bad? Did y'all think he need to shut it
Bro,
down?
he has the second most turnovers in the last 5 years.
Behind,
next to Jameis
you know
Winston.
what? Jameis.
Okay, well then maybe
And-
Jameis
and-
need to retire then too. I'm just saying. like,
But Jameis is only 28.
it don't
and
matter
Jameis got
for
an
him.
excuse.
But ain't no excuse
Jameis
for
got an
doing what
excuse.
James doing, man.
Phil is 49.
He got a real excuse
He
and he
ain't
got a fake
49, is he,
excuse.
G?
His fake excuse is that he needed LASIK surgery. His real excuse is that he didn't have no running backs to give it to.
Yeah, but he also threw a lot of
He
interceptions,
was
which is
forced
bad.
to.
But bad decision making on his part as a quarterback.
But I think if he has a running game, a lot of those bad decisions that he made wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't have been forced into those bad decisions.
You can throw the ball away, man. Just grow as a quarterback, as you're
Absolutely.
saying that Garoppolo
and he
would do.
should. And he should. So I'm not gonna give my guy no passes, bro. That's my
And I
Florida
like
State guy.
Winston.
I'm not finna give him no passes, bro. A lot of those throws, bro. It was like he was throwing to me in the living room.
That's
What are
tragic.
you doing, sir? What?
That's
But
tragic.
also, one of his receivers to remain nameless cannot run a route.
what's that name? Why we can't say his name? I think you should let him eat as many crab legs as possible and let him just live. Just let him live.
Give him all the butter dipping sauce.
Butter dipping
Because
sauce.
I want to see his.
Warm it up too.
I want to see his monster body from Boys in the Hood built self throw up.
And let him eat all the W's. Hey, and let him eat all the W's he wants.
His body is built terrible.
Yeah.
Old man body built head.
Built
Get
like
into
built
better
like El
shape.
Camino. Got that young
Stop throwing so
77.
many interceptions. That's what he needs.
That's
to do.
your decision
Please.
making, man. It's just
Turnovers is killing you,
bad.
bro.
I hate it. It's the worst, man. Especially when I pick Tampa Bay to win that week, and I'm at the sports book or whatever, and I'm watching the game, and this dude throws.
5 interceptions,
throws.
2 pick sixes. Come on, man.
It's heartbreaking.
I had him as my fantasy quarterback, and he would put up some numbers, but he would sure give them back.
Give him right back. Minus
Yeah.
2,
Man.
minus 2. Every interception,
Man.
minus 2, minus 2.
So maybe he should retire. I don't think that Phillip Rivers should retire. I can give him at least another 2 years, bros.
Oh, gee. We got one. Give him this last one as a backup.
You don't think going to the
Somewhere.
You don't think going to the Colts will help the situation?
Phillip Rivers,
Yes.
He'll be a backup.
man,
He'll back up Jacoby.
stay with Kobe, man.
He'll back up Jacoby.
Stay with Jacoby Brissett.
He's not a
Jacoby
he's not a
Brissett.
better
Yeah.
quarterback than Jacoby.
No.
Not right now.
No,
I wouldn't say that.
He'd be a backup.
he needs to shut it down.
1 year, we'll give him a 1 year, $3 million
Shut it
bill.
down, Phil.
What
Don't
about
shut it down.
What about Big Red over in
Go
Cincinnati?
raise them kids.
Oh, he's gonna get traded. He's a backup.
Shouldn't he shut it down too?
He's a
Who?
backup. He's a backup.
Big Red over in Cincinnati.
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
No, Big Red is like 31,
He's a backup though.
but he's a backup.
He's a backup.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
Phillip needs to go raise them kids.
Armando, Mike Evans cannot run routes, sir. He's horrific. Watch him.
Phillip need to go raise them kids. Help his
Not
wife
a
raise
good
them
route
kids.
runner.
Use some of go
He's
enjoy your money.
He's a good
Yeah.
end zone jump ball threat, but he's not a good route runner, sir. Chris Godwin
I don't think
is
he
the
needs
best
to
route
be.
runner on that team.
I don't think he needs to be a precision route runner.
He needs to
The
run
dude-
better than he run now.
That dude puts up numbers.
He does. He does. On 9 routes, for the most part.
That's fine.
For the
that's
most
fine.
part.
How much longer are we going to give Baker Mayfield to do something? Now, I think it's a catch-22, and it's hard to put him in that situation because he plays for the Browns. Let's just be honest. The Browns are tragic. Will always be tragic.
Behind
They
the eight
have
ball already.
they have something looming over that football franchise that just will not enable them to be winners.
I think this is his. I think this year is his must-do year.
And if he doesn't,
And if he doesn't,
they need to start looking for another quarterback.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have chose a quarterback every single year in the draft for the past 20
They
years.
done had 22 starting quarterbacks
That's
in
ridiculous.
the last, 25 season?
Come on, dude.
That's terrible.
I thought Brady Quinn was going to be the man.
Oh, Brady.
Maybe they need to bring somebody in to challenge him a little bit.
Saw Brady Quinn in the club one time out here, man. He's horrible.
I think that would be
They
a
need to bring
great
somebody
idea.
to bring
Bring
in to challenge
Absolutely.
Baker.
So let's get Landry Jones, who just threw 3 picks.
Baker Mayfield, you're a starting quarterback for the 2021 season?
Yikes.
No, not Landry.
Go get Tim Couch. Pick Tim Couch. Wow. Go get Johnny Manziel.
Wowzers.
What if you bring in
Somebody to challenge.
somebody to challenge? Who could we bring in?
Right now,
Right now to challenge.
Andy Dalton couldn't.
No.
Phillip Rivers can't.
Oh,
No. He's not at the challenging stage, bro.
hold on, bro.
Ah, gee.
Phillip Rivers.
Dog, his
but
thing was over
I
long
take the
ago.
red rifle over Baker Mayfield.
Andy Dalton right
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
Yes.
now? Let me think about that, bro. I'm not quick to jump on that.
What has Baker Mayfield done to impress?
Baker can't get his guys the ball.
That's because he's 5 foot microphone. Big as this 5 foot.
We've seen Andy Dalton get his receivers the ball. So I would take Andy Dalton over him for sure.
Yeah.
Me.
Andy Dalton is boring. He's like a kosher meal.
Oh,
Get nothing out of him, bro. Like it's
no
it's-
disrespect to all of the kosher
It's just like no, he's like tofu.
community.
Let's be honest. Andy Dalton is like tofu,
He just
bro.
did redheads and Jewish people in
Yeah,
one
he
sentence.
did.
He's
That's
like tofu.
tragic.
And look, I like tofu. I had some tofu
no,
tacos the other day. They were actually pretty good. No, because I my daughter. Hold on, my daughter eats vegan,
A tofu.
and I had the tofu. It was actually pretty good. But I'm not choosing it every day. I got to have some meat.
I've had some tofu that was good.
It was actually good.
I
I've
need
had
to have
some
some
tofu that
meat
was- but it
crumbles
was in a
my
soup.
taco.
Not a taco.
Oh, in soup, it's fine.
Yo, the soup is great. This is real soggy in the soup.
Yeah, but you got to add flavor to it because for some reason they are allergic to seasoning.
They put tofu in miso soup when you go to like a sushi restaurant.
Or like the and the egg, not the egg drop, but the
Egg fouillon.
no, not the egg drop soup, but the what's the name of that doggone soup, man?
Corona.
Heineken. I think of it, but they got the big tofu chunks in there.
Oh yeah.
Good.
What about Marcus Mariota?
I would over who?
Baker Mayfield.
But over Baker Mayfield.
Oh,
Is
yes.
his confident? What is his mind frame right now, bro? I'm concerned about that guy.
Is it
Who,
mental?
Marcus?
Yes, I'm concerned about his mind right
Marcus
now,
is
bro.
fine.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm concerned
He's
about
fine.
his mind frame, bro.
He's fine, bro.
I would look.
His mental.
My mental would be gone, man, if I let Ryan Tannehill come in and steal my spot.
Ooh.
My mental, I'd be like, dog, what is wrong with
Out
me?
of all people, but to Ryan Tannehill's credit, he played really good football.
He did. He played excellent. He did. Over a 10-game stretch, he played great.
He played good football. I didn't see that coming. He was up there with Peterman, as far as I'm concerned. when he left Miami, because they made such a big deal about Tannehill over in Miami, and he just never panned it out the way he owes Miamians an apology. Now playing the way he just played.
Now, see, Jack says, shout out Chris Moten Jackson, man. He says bring in Teddy Bridgewater to challenge him.
Oh, well, it ain't gonna be no challenge. You're sitting down.
It wouldn't, but I don't want to bring Teddy Bridgewater to Cleveland. I'm not trying to do that man like that.
But why does Teddy Bridgewater need to go somewhere to challenge somebody?
Like he's a star.
He should get a job.
I was just going to say that.
I was just going to say that.
That's what I said. If he went to Cleveland, it'd be sit down.
He's a starter.
Yeah, he's a starter in this league.
But yeah, don't bring him in to challenge other quarterbacks.
I mean, Teddy Bridgewater would be great in that Los Angeles Chargers uniform.
Yes, he was. Sure.
That's just Dre Day right here.
That's a good.
If they can keep
that's a good look. Him and
Real
Melvin Gordon.
Look, if the Chargers could keep their wideouts healthy, dog, they'd actually be a really good football team.
Mm-hmm.
The receivers can't stay healthy, bro.
I think they would play a little bit better if they knew that Teddy Bridgewater was back there.
It doesn't seem like the Saints want to keep Teddy Bridgewater. They want to, I guess, experiment with Taysom Hill when.
Okay, well, experiment. But I'm not going to be a starting quarterback that is backing up another quarterback that should maybe be retiring also within the next year.
Right. Is Drew going to play 1 or 2 more years?
And would you take him right now over Garoppolo at his age?
No.
And would he have been able to complete that pass downfield?
And I like Drew Brees. But no, y'all not getting ready to convince me to take a 40-year-old over a 28-year-old. No. You're not going to do it. As much as I love Drew Brees. No.
Love Drew Brees.
And Tom.
Yeah.
I put Tom over Joe. I got to like him a little bit. I put him over Joe.
Just a tad.
You didn't put him over Joe 42-year-old Tom Brady, though.
No, I'm putting for
I
their
know what
career.
you're talking about,
Yeah.
but this is 42-year-old Tom Brady.
I can't bring myself to do that.
Well, right now, Teddy Bridgewater needs to be trying to talk to his agent on working on the deal with the Chargers, and he needs to go into this upcoming season, already made his mind up who he wants to play for, and let that team know that it's going to be a new day for Charger fans.
We got free agent frenzy in 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm. What is it? We just got to let the Charger fans know
16th,
no more Skechers in 2020.
I think it's the 15th or the 16th.
What's the date for the roster bonus?
Yeah,
Is it the 10th?
jerks.
Week from today, right?
Yeah.
Both
so.
gang.
I think so.
Both gang.
Oh, that Charger team can be really good, bro, if they keep wideouts healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on who they get as quarterback, they don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, and is that something that they can address in the draft? If they know that Teddy Bridgewater is coming, is that something that they could address with their pick in the draft?
I would personally shoot to get Teddy Bridgewater first.
Mm-hmm.
I would try that route first because this draft surprisingly is actually quarterback and wide receiver heavy.
Yeah.
So you can get a quarterback. Hell, one might slip to you in the second round.
Yeah.
You may not even have to jump to get him.
Yeah. Because I remember watching last year, I was like, they still picking linebackers? It's the 19th round. What is going on, man? But this should be fun.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
And I think even in the free agent markets, you got some serviceable QBs on the market.
I'm thinking with them getting rid of a lifer in Phillip Rivers, they're trying to start over and build. They want a guy right now.
Bridgewater.
I don't think they're trying to fill. They tried that with what's my guy that was playing in Tyrod Taylor. They tried that with him. I think they're done with that. I think they want to get a guy, say, hey, we gonna snap him just like the Giants did with Daniel Jones. I thought that was too damn high, but they did it.
Forced your boy to retire. Yikes!
Yeah, but they did it. That's the guy they're gonna go with. I think the Chargers are in that exact same boat. They need to get a guy.
Because I don't think they got full trust in Tyrod.
No.
Well, the fact that
to be the starter for the next 5 years.
No. That's why you got to go
He
get
had his shot
Bridgewater
already.
You go
in two
get
different places,
you
three
go,
different places.
You go get Bridgewater. You keep Tyrod, in my opinion, and now you have two athletic
Sure.
backs that you have to game plan for every every game.
Sure.
Depending on who's healthy or not.
And
But-
another name that mentioned in for the Chargers is Cam.
That'd be a good look too.
I
Though.
mean, you can get, how old is Cam? 30?
30.
You can get about
You
5.
can get 5 more years out of Cam. I mean, that's kind of
I
like
wouldn't sign him for 5.
No,
It'd be like 3.
2.
2 in the possible.
2 in the possible.
Yikes.
2.
That's all we got?
2.
That's all he got. I give him 3.
2. And you got to think.
That's cold
You got to
piece,
think.
boy.
Hold on.
All right, we going board.
Yeah, yep, going forward now. You got to think him coming off of the injuries. He wasn't healthy all year. I thought he had gout. Like I thought it was really something wrong with this. Like
I
for
thought his
real.
name was Achilles Smith at first.
Like, it was
Achilles?
bad. Achilles Smith.
I was like, this boy can't even stay healthy.
Like, come on, bro. You get injured putting on your shoulder pads. What's going on?
It's ridiculous.
So
That
2
foot,
years.
That foot was a problem.
Look, coming into, he has 1 more year left on his deal, if I'm not mistaken, for $18 million. Cam won't make $18 million. He won't make north of $18 million ever again.
No, and that's why he needs to just go ahead and get them chips.
Yep. Won't happen.
Hey, Charger fans, there is a better life for you if you choose Bridgewater. I think right now,
I think so too.
out of the quarterbacks that are available right now that are going into the 2020 season, that Bridgewater is the best quarterback available right now to start a franchise, not come off the bench.
No question about it.
Why wouldn't you go after that if you're trying to win, Charger fans?
Yeah.
No more Skechers, no more
Anthony Lynn.
Untuck it.
Bolt gang.
it.
Bolt gang.
Or don't bang.
Man, that don't even sound right. Bolt gang.
Sounds ridiculous.
It doesn't.
Sorry, Charger fans. I'm sorry. I really think you guys should go back to San Diego, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because LA's not going to fully give you the love that
Go
you're
back
looking
to Jack Murphy Stadium.
Whoa.
All the way back.
for. Yeah.
That's all the
Jack
way
Murphy.
back. Jack Murphy. Yikes. Qualcomm is a toilet bowl.
No
Ever
disrespect.
been to Qualcomm? It's
No-
a toilet bowl.
As rich as that city is.
Unbelievable.
Well, let me tell you this. No matter what Tom Brady is going to be making this year, it looks like Tony Romo may be making just about the same.
17 million.
17
no.
millies?
Hey, CBS, look, man,
That's a lot of chippers.
they found a gem. Look,
He's
I like
good,
him on
though.
I enjoy him.
He's good.
I really do, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like most of the time, you don't want nobody to, like, if you in a movie, if you watching a movie with somebody, you don't want them to talk the movie out.
It gets a little annoying sometimes when they do the replay.
Yeah.
Did he catch it? Did he?
I love it though.
You know,
I love it though.
I'm like, man.
That means he's into the game.
I mean, yeah. But I
He's
don't
better
have a
than-
problem.
Put it this way: he's better than Joe
With him
Buck
making
and
17
Troy
million.
Aikman combined.
Yeah.
He's a better team by himself than Troy Aikman and Joe Buck.
Because
Part
here's
together.
the deal, guys. He didn't go in there with a gun and said,
No, not at
"Pay
all.
me 17 million."
Not at all.
They offered that man 17 million.
Hey,
Why? Who would turn it down?
Hey, JT said, "Would a Charger sign Dak if the Cowboys don't?"
Well, I've heard that Jalen Hurts is the Dak Prescott of the draft.
Just a little
Yeah,
shorter. Well, a lot shorter, but
he's what 6'1".
Interesting.
I think he's 6'1".
maybe I think that might be what he listed at. Might be 6 foot, probably under. Ain't no big dude. They might have him listed at that.
Well, we'll pull up his combine numbers.
Yes, let's pull out the measurables. They
Pull
tell
out
the
the
truth.
measurables.
5'11" and 5'8".
That's like me, 5'11 and a half.
5'11" and 5'8". 9 1/4 inch hands.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk
Here we
Radio.
go.
Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan. in the
6'1",
building.
222.
Whoa,
Okay.
those are the
9
measurables.
3/4.
Oh, what did I say? 9 9 1/8. So he's 6'1". Legit.
6'1".
Wow.
222.
Okay.
With a 700 squats
Oh, the boy's strong.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
not
strong
weak at all.
in the legs.
Yes.
Strong.
I think you need to get Deontay Wilder in the weight room.
Ran a 4.59.
Yeah, solid.
Okay.
Vertical jump 35.
All right.
Decent.
Yeah.
But can you play?
But can you play?
The film says yes.
Yeah.
He accounted for 50 touchdowns this past season.
Because Tom Brady had terrible
Horrific.
combine numbers.
He was
Yeah,
bad.
he was trash.
And his shirt was too big.
And he was drafted in the 100th round. It's ridiculous.
1,099th
Yeah.
pick. Hall of Famer.
And he was hurt.
Best ever.
He was hurt. He was crying. He was hurt like 3 years ago when they did that cut. He's like, man, I was better than, ninth round. What, it was ninth round? Sixth round.
199.
199.
Hey, it's gonna be real interesting. We want you guys to really pay attention to this combine.
Yeah.
The combine is over, but I want you
Yeah.
to pay attention to the draft that's about to happen.
Yep.
Get with your favorite team and find out what needs you guys need to address before you try to speak on somebody else's. I think we need to draft a head coach and
Dude, this is not like Mike Tomlin. Why?
Oh my God.
we'll take
Dude,
look with the 56th pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers choose Nick Saban.
This dude. Man.
I can't stand him.
You would take Nick Saban.
No, I would take
Mike Tomlin.
No, I would take your guy. We talked about it. His brother played. His brother's the quarterback. I mean, his brother's the Harbaugh.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Jim
Yeah,
course.
I'll take Jim.
Am I sinking in
I
this chair? Did I just
definitely
get-
take Jim
from,
Harbaugh.
from Michigan.
Yes. With the 56th pick.
Am I continuing to drop? What is going on with this chair right now?
Oh no, you looking like Roscoe.
Bro.
Hey
Bro,
Gina.
pull
Hey
up,
Gina.
pull up.
Got anybody?
Put a little runny nose thing on him. Man.
Hey Gina, got anybody?
Yo, I am sinking.
Did you break my chair, man?
This is ridiculous.
Oh no, this don't smell like keto. Look, man.
My chair just fine.
Look, get with your teams. Find out what needs to be addressed. What do you need? Who do you want? Let us know on Facebook or let us know on the live feed. But right now, we are about to talk a little bit of basketball. And I find it I don't find it hard to believe that Goose has been saying for the past 20 years that James Dolan is the worst owner in all of the major sports.
What was the word you used today?
Putrid.
Putrid. Spike Lee had a run-in with the MSG staff,
Security.
the people who work for James Dolan.
Yeah.
Out of all of the years that Spike Lee has been coming to Knicks games, participating, spending his hard-earned money for the seats that he get.
Tons.
You mean to tell me that you kick him out in 2020 instead of not when he was basically talking trash to Reggie Miller and allowed the Indiana Pacers to come back and beat that team like that? That is the night that you kick him out. Not now. But James Dolan,
That was at the Garden?
Yeah.
yeah, it was at the Garden for sure.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that was
No,
in
bro.
Indiana,
Bros, that was at the Garden.
sir.
which makes it worse.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Just
Wowzers.
he has a run in with security, and it kind of escalated to James Dolan. And what is going on with the New York Knickerbockers?
According to Spike Lee, this is the entrance that he comes in every single game,
Every game
right? So as a season ticket holder,
for 40 years.
what you would deem a valued season ticket holder, out of all the faces that you see along the baseline, he's the mainstay.
Yeah, he is.
At New York Knicks games, no matter how bad they are.
Like Jack is to the Forum or the
Yes,
Staples Center.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a mainstay. He's the name. He's the face that you notice. For him to come into the same entrance that he comes in every single night,
No secret.
And night.
gets his ticket scanned, comes through, gets on the elevator, and is told, turn around and enter down 2 blocks. What?
Huh? You mean come out of the building where I can't get my ticket scanned again because it's scanned once, and then once you leave the building, you can't get back in. To all of you Miami fans who left the game when Ray Allen hit it against the Spurs, but they wouldn't let you back in.
Yeah.
But anyways, you're telling me to do this now out of all of the years that I've been here. Why? Just to tell me that I can't get back in?
That's crazy. I'm just thinking, and whether he was out of pocket for his antics, that's one thing. If it was just an instance where he's just going off for no reason, by all means, the New York Knicks staff had the right to do what they needed to do at that time. But for some, this ain't just anybody.
Spike Lee.
This Spike Lee, bro. Somebody that spend upwards of $500,000
Every year.
and whether you rich or
But he
not,
he's chosen not to go back to the game.
that's what was said. He said he's not going back for the rest of the year. He said that.
But those are still
So he
his
wasted-
seats, though,
Those are
right?
still his seats.
Yeah.
You can give them away. Here you go.
No, you ain't giving my seat away. When the live broadcast come on, I want to see an empty chair right there. Period.
Put a
My damn seat.
put a dog named Spike in my seat. I don't give
Period.
A
It's my
dog
seat.
named Spike. Just put the
Or put a track spike in my joint.
get a piece of butcher paper and write Spike on them.
Put a spike key in my seat.
Spike was here. Spike was here.
Spike was here. Yes.
Spike
But-
was here.
I'm just thinking, man, like for somebody that's been a fan as long as he has and has rode it out with that team through thick and mostly thin. For him to be treated in that manner, now again, we don't know. We only got a little bit. We don't know exactly what went down in that section of the arena. We don't. But from what we see and what in his side, it just didn't look good. Now, a representative from the New York Knicks basically laughed at the whole thing and why is Spike playing the victim? I'm not certain he's playing the victim, but to get better treatment, I don't think that's a lot to ask for somebody that's spending millions of dollars. Literally, he spent millions of dollars on the New York Knicks. A horrible team. Who else is going to spend millions of dollars on a horrible team?
To watch.
Just to
They
watch
said they
them.
added up the ticket, the price he's paid over the years, $12 million.
Astronomical. On basketball.
Just to watch.
Come on, dog.
Front row.
Seems like Mr. Dolan is petty.
Very, bro.
Dog.
Extremely.
Look what he did to Charles Oakley.
Dog,
And
Boy.
now,
out of all
Spike.
people, that's why Charles Oakley was for to go over there and put a Joe Jackson whooping on us.
Boy. And then they said James Dolan tried to talk to him and, he wasn't having it. I mean, would you?
No.
No.
Would you?
No.
Probably not. Probably. Look, man, you could, and like he said, the snippet that I saw from his interview on First Take this morning, I saw a snippet, and he said, "Hey, man, you could have sent me a text. Like, you got my number, James. It ain't like you got my number, dog. Hey, Spike, we're gonna need you to enter on this side instead of this side today."
Yeah, but why though? Why today? And then there's a way that you talk to people. And I really believe, because for those of you who've been in New York and all of you New Yorkers out there, this is no knock. But y'all can be some rude
Boy.
Boy.
I love New York, though.
I love it.
I
But y'all,
absolutely love New York City.
New York people do not believe in sugarcoating.
No.
Should I say it
Oh,
that way?
it's-
Like that
it's
just does
definitely
not
to the point. No,
that
it's
does
definitely
not exist.
Well, you know,
No.
no one should.
It's just the concrete.
There should be
jungle.
no sugar coating.
No,
No, ever.
But I'm talking about to the point where it can hurt your feelings, and we don't care. Like
Yeah, I mean, I'm a straightforward kind of guy. I would like to believe, and sometimes when I say things, it don't come off right, man.
Yeah,
It just
but-
don't.
Yeah, but I mean,
No
until
harm, no foul from me, but from them, I understand what you're saying because New Yorkers just don't give up. At all,
put
period.
it this way: I was in New York and getting a hot dog, and when you're standing there and you're trying to figure out what you want on your hot dog, the guy goes, "Look, bros." I don't know if he said bros, but look, I ain't got time to be standing here all day. What do you want on your hot dog? Like, just like,
Hurrah.
Relish and mustard, okay?
okay.
And let me get some of that monkey bread while you at it.
So, I don't know, man. You know,
Got you putting stuff on there that you don't even want. You
Yeah.
walking down the street. I ain't even want this right
Some
here.
sauerkraut. Ah, damn it.
You want this on here.
Damn, well, I ain't want no sauerkraut.
I don't understand what James is doing with that team.
Dude.
Like, I know he just hired a new GM,
Which he probably that GM is probably gonna regret that.
but they're
Leon gonna regret that.
okay. So Isaiah Thomas seems to think that he said he's a really close friend, personal friend of James, and he said a lot of the basketball decisions that have been made over the years have not been James' decisions. He had appointed people to be in those situations to make those calls and not putting all of the heat on James, but a lot of those situations wasn't on Dolan himself,
They
right?
just hired a new GM.
I don't know if I
Right.
believe that, bro.
This is what Isaiah said, right? And he's like, he's a personal friend of him. He said, but when Leon comes in, I think that Leon is going to bring a culture. He's going, he's a, the players know him, the players like him, and he's going to kind of, bring a different type of energy into New York, and they think that this is the right hire.
My thing is
As long as he
getting
is still the owner.
He's got to
man,
allow him to do his job. And James just stay over here.
James got to sell the team.
Yeah, he do.
He's not gonna sell
and
the
I
team.
No, that
know.
ain't happening.
I'm talking about for
So
team
let's
success
try to
going
work
forward.
with what we got right now.
For team success going forward, the Knicks are going to continue to be the Knicks until the team is sold.
Bros, when you're making the amount of money as an owner on the Knicks,
No
you
doubt.
would take that team with
Why
you to the grave.
would you sell the team?
The New York Knicks are one of the, and this is
What you
I'm
have
not
to
even-
do, what you have to do is change the way you've been doing things.
Sure.
So you can
Business.
start winning.
That
And
has
you
to happen, too.
And you can attract free agents to come there to help your squad.
Understand this, guys. The New York Knicks are one of the top 5
Yep.
And James
5
ain't selling it.
most notable logos in all of sports.
That's why James ain't selling it.
We talking English Premier League soccer,
Yeah.
Serie A,
Yeah.
NBA, NFL, MLB. They're one of the top 5.
Yikes.
That's why he's not selling it.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't sell either.
Because
I would change
If
my
we
attitude
win-
though, so I can win.
if
though.
we start attracting good free agents and start putting a good team out here, just imagine what we'd be making then.
Mhm.
So I'm not selling it. No. Maybe I need to step back and let the
Oh,
basketball.
that's not a
people-
maybe.
You're right.
That's a
Yeah.
do
Sit
it now.
back and let these basketball people do the thing, and I'll just sit back.
But he just brought new people in, so you have to give
Yeah.
that whole new office a chance to see what they do and trust that they're going to do what they.
I just think at this point, people are fed up. Well, people have been fed up. At this point, you be hard pressed to get people to want to buy in. Like, we've seen so much mediocrity and so much BS come from him, it's gonna take a while to build that back up. It's like cheating.
But that's
right?
the
You get
job
caught
now
cheating,
of the
how long
new.
is it gonna take to rebuild trust?
That's the job now.
A while.
A
You know what I'm saying?
long time.
That's the new job now of the new GM and the new president.
Sure.
And the new president's a former player agent, so I think
Sure.
that's a smart move. You get a player agent that knows how to deal with players.
Yep.
Listen, a couple key free agent pickups. We said this about the Lakers a year ago today, that Lakers were going to be trash forever,
Right.
and now they're leading the West. You make a couple changes,
Right.
and in sports, things could turn around right away.
Well-
49ers won 4 games the year before,
Yeah.
the season before, and went to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
we've seen it
Things
in
happen.
sports. Obviously, a lot has to change there, but
But what do those two teams that you just named have in common? What happened with those
What's
two
that?
franchises? With the 49ers and the Lakers, what happened? Leadership change. That happened.
yeah, but not ownership change.
Not ownership change.
Yeah,
Well,
so
well,
and the Knicks just changed leadership. That's what I'm. That's
yeah, but
that's
people
my,
that are making
that's my
executive
whole entire
decisions,
point.
that changed.
That's my whole entire point.
Goose.
Yeah.
He's not selling the
I
team,
know, brother.
bro.
I know, brother.
So
Look,
we got-
this is me and my world, brother. I'm, I'm just hoping that he do. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
but
So
yeah.
my thing is, for the New York Knickerbocker fans,
Yeah.
that he'll step back.
You love saying that word.
Knackers?
Yeah.
I
The
love it.
knackers?
I love it.
I ain't say that.
Every time I address the New York Knicks, I always say Knickerbockers. I love it.
So our Knicks fans just hope this dude step back and allow the basketball people to do their
Well,
thing.
I mean, Isaiah Thomas seems to think that James Dolan will step back because he has stepping back in the past and let people pretty much handle their job duty. And so if that happens, then maybe.
But then other people ruined it, so that's why James Dolan stepped back in.
Yeah.
Other people were doing a bad job too that he was bringing in.
Lord.
Like
Isaiah for
Like
one,
Isaiah
Phil
Thomas.
Jackson,
Phil
for
Jackson.
another
Jackson was horrific.
He was
paid
bad.
him $10 million to be
per year.
per year, $10 million to be trash
Tragic.
can juice.
Tragic, bros. I want them to run the triangle offense.
No.
Look, man,
Trash
these
can
teenagers
juice.
ain't running the triangle offense
Especially
no more,
with
man.
Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony ain't running no triangle.
The triangle was set up for big men. We got big men who are bringing the ball up and pulling up at three at the
on,
3-point
right,
line, bros. That ain't working.
Positionless basketball.
You can't literally you can't even run the triangle right now.
No, bros.
In today's game,
No.
you can't even run an offense as great as the triangle. It can't be ran. Like who right now in the NBA, if you can think of a team who can run who has the best chance? Because nobody can run it. Who has the best chance at running it though? What team can you think of
What's the question?
that has the best chance at running the triangle offense to semi-perfection? That can get something done out of it.
Portland.
Portland?
Maybe a healthy Golden State team.
With Hassan Whiteside, Dame
with
Lillard,
Nurkic at the
and
spot.
Nurkic, and CJ McCollum being able to be interchangeable. So I would say Portland.
What about Utah?
Maybe a healthy,
Maybe Utah. Yeah, Utah.
a healthy Golden State team.
But
Could
they ain't
run
got a big like that
They don't.
that can dominate. They ain't got nobody that's back to the basket like that. You ain't putting Kevon Looney out there. Hell no.
Nah, man.
gonna
He's
happen.
already.
But the triangle really didn't work with a big man until they had Shaq.
Well,
in
with
it.
Shaq, yeah.
Pacers.
I like Sabonis in that.
Yeah.
And with Shaq, they tweaked
Sure.
tweaked the triangle.
Sure. I just think, and going back to the triangle thing, when we talked about it before the Lakers with Chicago, like you had
Denver.
two dudes with Jordan that could possibly work. And you know what?
Yeah,
You
buddy.
know what? It really could because the pick and roll don't work. With
Boy.
them. The pick and roll. Look, Joker, the Joker, bro. This dude is the most unathletic sack of potatoes, bro. He can play basketball though, but the pick and roll don't work with him because he can't jump over a phone book.
No.
Like I can't even.
The boy is probably one of the best big
Dog,
passing
he
big
nice,
men.
bro.
He's super nice, man.
But you can't run the pick and roll with him.
And he losing a little bit more weight. You notice?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. We see you, homeboy. You still ain't got no definition in your arms.
You sure don't.
We'll roll
Ben
with you.
Roethlisberger belly
We'll
built.
roll with you.
Jared Dudley looking.
Whoa.
He better than
Oliver
Jared.
Miller look.
No, I'm talking about his arms.
Yeah, his arms do look a little jelly.
Paul Pierce looking.
Oh, no definition.
None.
Zero.
Paul Pierce is such a homer. Stop putting him on TV.
Please.
He's starting to piss me off.
He's
like
bad.
I'd rather hear Chris Webber. I'd rather listen to Chris Webber
Ooh, that's tough.
than listen.
Where's Chris been anyway? We
His
haven't.
back
He's
hurt.
been kind of sick.
He's back.
He lies
Really?
a lot.
He had back issues. And
Yeah,
he
he
lies
did.
a ton. He lies a
You lie
ton.
so much on
He lies
TV.
for no reason.
Like, bro, we know you're lying.
Like you're telling a lie, sir.
lying.
Look, what the old folks say. Stop telling stories. Show it in the house.
Yeah, we couldn't say lie in our house.
No,
No.
you gotta say telling stories.
Gotta
Yeah,
tell
we have to say telling
You
stories.
got to telling stories.
Boy, stop telling stories.
Mama, Bill out there telling stories.
Oh, you
Yeah.
woke up and ate a fib sandwich today, huh? Yeah, Chris Webber has been kind of, since the All-Star break.
Got back issues, man. Yeah.
Is it that bad?
Couldn't even roll out of bed. Well,
Okay. Well,
You need to call a timeout, bro.
whoa, wowzers.
well, he did. He's on timeout right now. I think what he needs to do is make right of all of the wrongs he did with his friends and at university.
So bad. So bad.
Jalen's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jawan Howard's healthy.
Oh,
Ray Jackson's healthy.
yeah.
Rob Pelinka's healthy.
Hey,
The
Steve
Fab
Fisher's.
Five.
What about King?
Jimmy
King.
King's healthy.
Jimmy King.
That was my guy.
look, Jawan Howard was my guy. That's
Yeah.
why I always wore number 25 because of Jawan
Yeah.
Howard.
Karis LeVert's about to score 50 on Boston tonight.
Yikes.
And they still gonna lose.
No, they got him in
They
overtime.
got-
And-
Wasn't they just up by like 15,
They
bro?
were up.
Whoa.
LeVert's
You
about
know,
to get 50.
Spike Lee, I hope the Knicks can kind of fix that situation. So let me ask you guys this question. Is it closer than what we think with the MVP race?
Yes.
I think so. And I'm gonna tell you why. I believe. I don't believe the Bucks are as good as their record says they are.
Sherm.
I don't. I don't.
Sherman.
Because here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Sherwan.
We
Sweat daddy?
Yeah. We look at the regular season, and I don't know why people continue to do this, but they do it anyway. People look at the regular season and try to translate that to the playoffs, knowing damn well the game switch up when May comes.
That's very true.
They know it in their soul that the game switches up come May, but they still got it in their head. Oh, the game can. We can translate. No, you can't.
It's a different game.
It's
Sherm.
a totally different game, bro.
Sherm.
And if my memory serves me correctly, this same MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo could not get past the Toronto Raptors. They allowed Siaka in them,
Who's a much improved player, by the way.
and so I just don't see,
I don't, bro.
the way that LeBron.
Correlation.
No, the way that LeBron has owned Toronto when he was on the East, why Antetokounmpo couldn't do the same.
Real quick, I just saw the stat for LeVert. He just scored 51, but he has 37 in fourth quarter and overtime.
Yikes.
Oh.
I want to see this game.
Wow.
I think I'm going to go home
I
and
saw the comeback, but I wasn't watching
37
enough to
in
see
a
it.
quarter?
In the fourth quarter
In the
and
fourth
overtime.
Oh, no, I need to watch that. That's a good
Did he?
game.
Has
had a
has
night.
he played the entire 17 minutes?
Maybe. Probably.
He had a night.
A night.
For real.
Him had a night.
That's what they say on Sports Center.
Yeah,
And like
had a
Goose
night.
said,
He had
Goose
a
thought they
night.
were losing because
Yeah.
They were down.
they were getting
down.
whooped.
When I glanced over Dre's shoulder 20 minutes ago, they were down double digits.
Wow.
Now we in overtime and they up 6.
That's what 3-point shooting will do for you.
So the Bucks aren't who they think they are.
I don't believe it.
Ooh.
I don't.
Or who Sherm thinks they are.
Disbelief in the Bucks.
No, they talking about them,
Sure.
can they win 70?
Let me tell you something.
Sure.
The way that Miami,
Paging Sherm.
the way that Miami, paging Sherm Daddy. The way that
Yeah.
Miami dismantled the Bucks last night or the other night.
I'm not even basing it off that though.
No,
Dre.
I know. But when I saw that game, I was like, I don't think the Bucks are as good as people say they.
But didn't we all say that Miami's the most dangerous team
No,
in the
they
East
are
anyways?
they are
Sneaky.
dangerous.
Miami's not scared
Sneaky
of
Pat.
anybody
No, and they
in that,
match up.
in that
They
conference.
match
with anyone.
I'm taking them to win the East.
They match
That's-
up.
I'm taking them to win it.
If I was you, I'd go put money. You know what?
I
I would go put money on the
Bruh,
sports book on that one.
The Miami Heat match up. This is what we talking about come playoff time, bro.
With
it's about
every
match
team.
ups,
They
bro.
match up with every
They match
team.
up with everybody.
So all of a sudden, this Coach Spo coaching is really good coaching.
He's a good coach now.
He's a good-
Because when he had the big three and they lost that
Just
first
all
year,
them.
it was like Spo is not the guy, yada, yada, yada. That man right there, it's a reason that Pat Riley made him coach. He is a good X's and O's guy. He's a good substituter. He knows game situations. This man spent half his career in the film
breaking
room,
down
man.
film. That's all he did. Ain't like he can't tell
That's
you what's
a-
going on.
That's a good coach, and you want to talk about a coach that I don't see losing
Looking
his
at-
job anytime soon, and that's Spo.
Spo's really good.
He
man.
probably had. That's a person that probably has another 10 years.
He'll be around like Greg Popovich is and stuff like that. He'll be around for a long time.
When the Miami Heat
Could he
went-
creep into the coach of the year conversation?
possible,
He should.
he should be in
He
it.
should be in it every year.
They was
Honestly,
talking-
past 4 years
They was
with that
talking
Miami
about-
team.
They was talking about Jenkins from Memphis being in the conversation. Why wouldn't supposed to be? That didn't make sense.
And real quick on that Brooklyn game, in fourth quarter and overtime, Brooklyn outscored Boston 62-36 in fourth quarter and OT.
Yikes.
11-2 in overtime. 51-34 in the fourth.
Wow.
Buckets.
Fresh on the wire, Lakers signed free agent Brandon Jennings. I'm just kidding. I like Brandon. I love Brandon.
I'm like, hold on. Like, I wouldn't have necessarily been all the way upset with that.
I like Brandon
7
Jennings.
years ago.
A ball handler. Yeah, 7 years ago.
Nah, he was
That'd have
good.
been
He
the
was,
right time,
he was
right?
good 2 years ago.
He was good 2 years ago.
He was.
In the
He
G
was all
League.
Stop it.
So tell me this. Who are you guys looking at as
MVP?
No, not MVP. Rookie of the year. Is
It's
Zion,
Ja Morant.
It's Ja
is
Morant.
Zion,
Ja
is
Morant,
Zion
man.
kind of pushing his way in?
No.
Yeah.
I
No.
wouldn't.
I can't.
I
I'm
think
not
he
finna,
is.
I'm not finna
I'm not
give
gonna
him
give
that.
it. I'm not
Off
gonna
of
give it to
12
him.
games.
I'm not
No,
gonna give it to
not
him.
gonna
I think
do
he
that.
Especially
is,
if he
bro.
hasn't even
bruh.
been able to play a back-to-back game yet.
Nah, bruh. I'm not
He's been
doing
playing
that.
back-to-back snaps.
I think this
can't do
upcoming game it will be the first time he's played consecutive games.
No, I can't do that.
Nah, bro.
I can't. Ja Morant has given us entirely too much.
And look what he's taking this Memphis team.
Come
They're
on,
in the
bruh.
middle of the
Yeah.
pack.
I mean,
I can't do it.
he
He's
was
playing
my
well,
pick.
though. He's
He was
playing
my
well.
pick earlier when we was doing the picks for the rookie of the year. As I said, yeah, Ja Morant. But
Now, what
I
if
think-
Zion gets the
I think
Pelicans
Zion-
into the playoffs, pushing Ja
he's
Morant's
pushing his way in there, bro.
Grizzlies out? Then what? Because Zion, if he
I
plays
think
the
he's-
rest of the games, he plays 37.
That's if you
I
can't
think-
play half,
Maybe
50.
maybe
Look, I'm upping it to 50.
rookie of the year.
No.
And
Ja-
he's averaging more than Ja too.
A lot.
He is, but I'm saying
Look at the team.
we just got a bigger sample size.
Teams are the
and they
pretty much
just
the
signed
same.
Tolliver to a 10-day
Standings.
contract yesterday.
The standings? I'm taking Ja. He's
Gotta
been
go
playing.
with Ja, bro.
He's been playing all season, and I don't think that you should reward players for being out a lot of games due to load management or rest or injury, and they still be able to come back and win an award like that. I don't think that's fair.
Can't do it.
I mean, Ja Morant has been available to his team every game, and he has brought it every game.
But
and
like Quan said, what if Zion's presence overtakes them and gets them to the playoffs.
Well,
And
if
Memphis
Zion
needs it.
cannot stop eating the Twinkie sandwiches between now and Thursday,
Twinkie sandwiches.
Twinkie croissants.
he may miss another week or two.
Twinkie croissants.
And stop with all you sensitive people out there because we say that maybe your guy should lose a little bit more weight. Stop. We're not, weight bashing.
He wanted to be healthy for his NBA career.
We want him to be healthy, man. Obviously Oliver Miller made it, but Oliver Miller could have been a different type of player had he had lost 700 pounds.
And he wouldn't have
And
made
he
it
was eating
in
triple
today's NBA.
triple Twinkie sandwiches.
With a side of Twinkies.
Yeah,
Yikes.
with a side of Twinkies.
And a Twinkie drink.
And 5 ding dongs.
Yeah, for dessert.
A Twinkie slush.
Yikes.
Ew.
Twinkie shake.
A
Yeah.
Twinkie slush.
Ugh.
Can you imagine the bread and the
Oliver
ooey
Miller,
gooey
man.
goodness in a slush?
Ooey goodness.
Imagine that in a slush, cold.
Hey, we had a comment saying that Zion will be a Laker in 6 years.
Anything's possible.
We'll see.
Anything's possible.
So Zion's averaging 24 points a game, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Ja Morant, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists.
Okay.
Just throwing their stats out there.
Okay. 10
But
points.
one is 50-something games, 55 games compared to
10.
15.
Yeah.
It's a little tough, man.
It's a little tough, man, for me to give you the MVP who only played 20 games and the other guy not the MVP and he played 60-plus games. Come on, man.
Because if I play one game and I drop 30, I average 30.
Pretty much. Yeah, if you play one game, you get 20 rebounds. You average 20 rebounds.
I average 30 and 20.
Boy.
And right now, Memphis is at 8. And
How many games behind?
New Orleans is 4 games behind.
Well, New Orleans is down by 9 right now in the fourth quarter to Minnesota at
Okay.
home.
Dude,
Well, if Zion want to be considered, then maybe he should win that game
you
for
should-
them in
you
the
should
fourth.
beat Minnesota.
I don't
You
know
never
though.
know, they might come back.
Minnesota got a squad now. They got D. Russell over there, man. They got Karl Anthony Towns over
Yeah,
there.
Is
They got
Cat
They got a
playing
good squad.
though?
Is Cat playing tonight?
I feel like he's
And they
been
got
out.
Johnson
I feel
from
like he's
Miami.
been out.
yeah, they got Johnson
They got
from
a-
Miami.
they got a squad
They got a
over there,
squad
bro.
over him,
Towns is out again. He's been out for a few games.
which means it's guard heavy over there, and they are running them up and down that court. I can tell you that already. So,
Timberwolves final 139, 134.
There you go.
Well, Memphis is off.
well, I got John Moran as the MVP, and
yeah, I do.
honestly,
Bro, that's
I know
rookie of the year.
as the rookie of the year, but I'm gonna have to say this, and it's gonna seem like a homer, but I kind of got LeBron leading in that in that MVP because of his age and the fact that he is still able to. Like, he manipulates the game, bro. It's like, I don't know if you guys are actually, I know you are, but I don't know if the average fan is actually watching how he orchestrates who he wants to get the ball
beautiful
at.
thing
You
to watch if you don't
cannot
pay attention
stop
to it.
him from getting the ball to whoever he wants to get at crunch time. Whatever play you give him, he gonna run it, man. And the way that he just controls the game, bros, gives him a slight edge.
What's been more impressive to me lately?
And Doris Burke said it too, so I guess I have to
Yeah,
agree with
gotta
her.
go-
She's
gotta go
really
with
good.
Doris. Gotta go with Doris. But what's been more impressive to me, more than that, what you said, is his actually taking care of the basketball. That has gotten much better, bro. He's kept his turnovers down. And that was look, it was one game where he opened the game with 4 straight turnovers. And I immediately said, hey, dog, want to get a ball to your own team? At some point? At some point. Can we get the ball to guys in goal?
Yeah, at some point.
He's kept that to a minimum here lately. Since All-Star break.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think with the Lakers,
I think the second half is
Yeah.
you're seeing a different
Absolutely.
player.
and he's not, and from what I was told, that he is not going to be doing a lot of low management, headed out of this this regular season. So he's still going to be playing a lot of minutes. I think the thing that I do see that the Lakers need to work on in that situation is still being able to score the ball when he is not on the floor. He is running to that problem in Cleveland, and he is now running to that problem over here in L.A., where anytime LeBron James is not on the floor, it's hard for them to put up points. So I don't know if you noticed that Vogel is sometime he'll leave your boy Anthony Davis in and put LeBron on the bench and vice versa and have him playing with, the second team. He's kind of, mixing it up.
That happens. I just think when you're looking at the facilitators outside of LeBron that the Lakers have, you're trying to rely on an aging Rajon Rondo to get that particular job done. And while he's still a decent facilitator, him and LeBron do the facilitating in totally different ways.
Right.
So even with that second unit, a lot of those guys are used to the way LeBron James distributes, and you're just not gonna get that with Rajon Rondo. It's just not gonna happen.
You need movement with Rondo.
Yeah,
and
you gotta be moving.
Yeah,
a lot of it is stationary. LeBron penetrating, looking for jump shooters, but with Rondo, you have to be moving.
Yeah.
So it's totally different.
I'm about to make a statement, and I may have to agree with what Mr. Serial Killer has been saying for the past month and a half. Your boy Kuzma, something wrong with this dude, man. He is not the Kuzma from last year, and he's definitely not the Kuzma from his rookie year. Why is it taking him so long to get into a basketball rhythm? Not even a Lakers rhythm, a basketball rhythm. This dude just seems like he just cannot get it right. Is it just me?
I think a lot of it is overblown.
Interesting.
Still in first place.
Yeah, but you need him to play better.
He might catch his stride once the playoffs start.
He might.
Well, he finally got the hair right, and I think that hair was a weakness. He finally dyed it back to black.
Yeah, Jason Kidd syndrome. Because don't forget, Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
did
he
it
did.
Too.
He did it too.
Yeah, lay off of Kuzma. Jason Kidd did it.
Yeah,
too.
he sure did.
Yeah,
just be normal. I think he's been
Phoenix.
distracted being in L.A. All these women he's
For
been
3
dating.
years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily
Distractions.
take it there. I personally think, and I said this before.
Distracted.
I said this too, that it's gonna take time now going from pretty much first wheel, to now third wheel.
But your first,
He's the third wheel guy now.
He was never first.
Well,
no, he wasn't. But he's the first coming. I mean, he's the first with that second team. He should be.
Yeah, he is. But that's still going to take time. It's still going to take time to get used to, bro.
I don't even think he's first. I don't think he's first with the second team.
Still going to take time.
The second team is either going to be LeBron's on the floor or AD.
Or AD.
Right.
So he's still got to take that back up.
It's been times where both of those dudes was on the bench, and I'm like, okay, Kyle Kuzma, it's time for you to take over, and he's just not been able to make that transition.
He should be in the Sixth Man of the Year award race.
How many points he averaging right now, bro?
Not enough.
It's like 14, 13, 14.
Not enough. I have to agree, bros.
Yeah.
I have to agree with that, man.
Let's check.
Let's compare.
And he's had good games, so I'm not like totally off on the guy. But
yeah, but I mean, damn, so is Wiggins.
How much he averaging?
He's averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, which I think he was at 17 points last year.
How many minutes he averaging this year? Probably 27, 28 minutes.
24.
Oh, okay. So he's playing half the game.
His career average of minutes is 30.
I think that was last year.
That's a lot of minutes.
I think that was last year, bro. You know,
he was starting last year. He was playing a lot.
Minutes, yeah. Damn.
He getting burned.
That's a lot of minutes.
He's getting burned.
What he's shooting from the field? 43%?
43. 31 from 3, which he needs to
you
step
got to get
that
better.
up.
Got to get better. He had a decent game the other night.
He has a lot of OC moments. He has a lot of OC moments.
He does.
When he gets the ball on the break and there's somebody with him, I'm like, oh, snaps. Here we go.
But and he's had a lot of 21-point first halves too. So
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it in him, and I'm not worried about any of these players till the playoffs start. So
Just like, I mean, it's a player that probably everybody should be on his back, but we all know he steps up in the playoffs, and that's Danny Green. You know how many 3-point nights we've had from Danny Green?
Yeah.
Man,
Nobody's
he's terrible.
nobody's saying a word, right?
Bro.
Because we know what he's capable of come playoff time.
Okay, well, sit down until the playoffs come.
That-
Because I've watched some games where Danny Green is in the game way too long, and I'm like, this is the reason Pop didn't play this dude all the
Yeah.
time. He only played him in situational basketball.
and he didn't really step up a lot in the finals last year.
He sure didn't. He actually was very disappointing.
Very.
If Green is half of the player that we think he is, the Toronto Raptors would have really blew out the Golden State Warriors in the finals. But he didn't. They were looking every game for Danny Green to, like, every game we would meet up at the spot. We're like, I hope this dude show up today.
I'm looking more for him defensively than anything. Because scoring, we all know where that load falls. Now, to get extra scoring from him is always a plus. But we know where the scoring load falls. Now, in comes Kyle Kuzma. That's the time he's going to be needed. Right now, you don't necessarily need Kyle Kuzma to do anything.
That's why I said I think
You don't need him to do anything.
by playoff time, he should be ready to go.
Like
We'll
Kyle
see.
Kuzma should be overly aggressive come May.
We'll see.
He needs to show
aggressive.
that before. It's not like he's a vet that could turn on and off anytime he wants.
Right.
He
Right,
needs
right,
to
right.
start showing that now.
Sure. I'm
But
with you.
I'm not mad at him. I mean,
Nah, I can't be. Not all the way. Not yet. Not yet.
12 points off the bench.
Nah. 24 minutes a game. Meh. We done seen some big outputs from him.
Yeah, but he's been out there. Sometimes when I see Kuzma out there, he's been out there with the other team scrubs that, you should be dominating these dudes if you want to be considered, if you want to help us in the next round. I think they're going to need Kyle Kuzma. You can't just rely on Anthony Davis and LeBron James to bring it home for you. You need a guy like Kuzma to be the X factor, the wild factor, and he has to show me something leading into the playoffs so he can have some momentum for himself.
Sure.
Eesh.
Yeah. I'll rock with that.
Big ups to Steph Curry and Draymond Green, who said, you know what, we don't want to play for a losing team. We're going to milk our injuries. Cowards, in my book.
Cowardly Lions.
I'm finna get kicked out, so I don't have to play. Draymond Green.
You know what? That's exactly why he did that.
Yeah, so he didn't want to play.
That was my opinion when it
Yeah.
happened. That was exactly.
He
what
want to
did.
play.
He was like,
Come
you know
on, he
what?
don't want to. They both don't want to play for the losing team.
I actually think it was planned before he went out there, and Steve Kerr probably had something to do with it.
Go out there and put some sweat equity in with your losing squad right now, G. You get a lot more respect from me.
So
Oh, well, Steph Curry, he laid it all out there for a team that, he needed help. Give me that argument. Let me have the argument to say that, Steph Curry needed help or he needed this and, they were down this player. But come on, man, you been out with a broken bone in your hand? Boy, sat down. And then Draymond Green mysteriously just does not play every game. Come on, man. Golden State Warrior fans are some of the most sensitive fans out there, but nobody wants to speak on that.
And isn't he up for a payday?
Which one, Draymond?
Yeah.
You think Golden State gonna give it to him?
I
Because they
don't
got
think
your
so.
boy Pascal.
I don't think so.
They got your boy Pascal, who's a better shooter than he is.
I don't think so.
Much better shooter.
I don't think so.
I don't think he gets the payday that he's wishing for.
And what is wrong with Wiggins? He ain't been playing either.
I think he gets dumped prior to the 2021
Ooh.
to the 2021 season or the 2021.
Yikes!
Yeah, 2021 season. I think he gets dumped.
They're saying Golden State might make a push for Giannis.
Okay.
How is that going to complement Giannis' game? Because Giannis is used to being in control. He get the ball, he goes downhill every single time he gets that ball.
We can look at players and see them being together all we want. If it doesn't fit,
You must have quit.
Johnny Cochran.
If it don't gel, everybody going to hell.
Yeah, big ups to Orenthal out there in
Orenthal?
Vegas.
I see Orenthal all the time.
Do
bro.
you?
Go to the La Casa at the cigar bar.
Bro,
all
tell
the
him
time.
to come to the show, bro.
Dolo by itself, bro.
Tell him to come to the show,
Smoking.
bros.
Yeah.
Get him to come to the show,
Yeah,
bro.
Man, we need that.
We need that.
We need that.
That's big. That'd be huge.
We need that.
Yep.
Tell all my blonde friends to stay away from the studio that day.
Wowzers.
Stop it, man.
I know he didn't do it.
Well, I mean, he didn't get convicted of it.
Oh, my blonde friend.
My blonde.
Look, you know, he said he didn't do it. Look, you know why? Because I guess that Orenthal is just the greatest murderer of all time. Like, he's just not been caught.
Bro,
and
he
still
had like
A lot of
20
people
knee
haven't been caught.
surgeries though.
Yeah,
Like,
of all time,
like
though.
to
No
do-
evidence, no.
To do what they said he did
Come on, dog.
after 20 knee surgeries, bro, you can't do that.
Come on, dog.
Dog, these old bones rubbing together, man. You ain't hopping over fences, bro.
Ain't no cartilage in between
And
them.
they ain't
no
find,
cartilage
and they
in
ain't
there.
find nothing.
You ain't got no shock absorbers.
They didn't even
You
find
just
a chin hair.
You just out here naked.
They didn't even find a chin hair.
You just out here
They
naked by
found
the
they
ligament.
found some they found some bloody Bruno Magli shoes. Like he the only one that ever had Bruno Magli.
He said, I wouldn't
There's
wear
other
them
people-
ugly shoes. I wouldn't wear them
Don't
ugly
other people
shoes.
own Bruno Maglis?
I think he was probably the only one.
No.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Horrible
The only one in Hollywood with Bruno Mali shoes.
No.
Can't get that glove on.
They wanted him guilty so bad that they were willing to plant evidence to try to pin it on him, and that didn't even work.
Horrible.
Didn't
That was
work.
Horrible. Old
Didn't
Furman.
work.
Old Furman. Mark Furman, bro. Snake in the grass.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. This is what we do, man. We
Yes,
love you
indeed,
guys,
bro.
man. We appreciate you guys for chiming in. The Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio show, man. Gorilla Cross on your app. Download the Play Store or download the app from your Play Store on your phone, man, and follow Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. This is what we do, man.
Sure.
Every Tuesday at 6 p.m., every Saturday at 2 p.m., man. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. What other place can you listen to sports and have the real Bruce Lee in the studio, man? He's in the sound booth, G.
Nowhere.
Game of death.
Yeah. Look, man, we love you guys, man. We appreciate you guys. What this week's What Were You Thinking goes to who? And statement of the day is, will Dwayne Wade's son, Zeta, be the best
Zeta.
WNBA player in NBA? WNBA.
Lodi.
My Donald Trump face.
Can she play in the
It
WNBA?
has to go to the New York Knicks.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
James Doe.
this is 2 incidents in 2 years with 2 of the most famous people associated with the Knicks. These two of the most famous people associated with the Knicks.
Mr. Dolan is petty, man.
When does the BS stop?
He's
man?
petty, man.
When does the BS stop?
Makes no sense. Let
Petty
the,
billionaire.
let the ball bounce. Sports
you know
Talk
you're gonna
Radio.
throw Walt Clyde Frazier out.
Boy, I promise you I would never watch a Knick game if that happens.
Never,
I don't care if Zion went there in 6 years.
ever. And he does radio for you.
Yeah. And he is so down to earth, but he needs to stop coming to Vegas with shorts, church socks, and church shoes on. I'm like, dude, with a suit jacket.
And a
So
full
country.
blazer. And a full blazer.
That is so country,
And a
man. My
full
daddy
blazer.
used to do that. My daddy used to wear pimp socks and shoes with his shorts on in the summertime. I'm like,
Man,
but let's go to the store. I don't want to go to the store with you.
Going to the
not
store with
looking
you,
like
Daddy?
that.
I'm not doing it, Daddy.
I don't want to go to the store with you.
Looking like you just got out of the movie Cadillac
boy,
Records.
boy.
I don't feel good.
My thumb is hurt.
Yeah, my tummy hurts.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man, Gustav.
Bill Blockham Logan, Mr. Controversy himself, man. Guess what? If you scared,
You better go to church.